It's the festive season and I've decided to ring in the new year with a film. Let's see, Bambi, Sherlock, Star Wars, Doctor Who, The Beano, Hey, Scooby-Doo! Scooby-Doo in the Cyber Chase. Yeah, that'll do. Scooby-Doo is a franchise every kid since the 1970s has grown up with. Airing since 1969, the adventures typically follow a ragtag team of investigators made up of 2 Hollywood stars, the obligatory nerd with glasses who does everything, a stoner, and a talking dog. Just the recipe to get any kid ready for the horrors of real life. Since the original series, there have been many shows, spin-offs, and films, and of course, they did some video games too. Why wouldn't they? I mean, video games are awesome. Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase was a direct-to-video film which came out in October 2001. It follows our quintet as they enter a video game world in pursuit of a phantom virus. It's a pretty cool name for a villain, have some points. It was this film, naturally, that they elected to make a game out of. It was developed by Art Company Limited. You know, those guys who did... Britney's Dance Beat! Yeah, I don't know. It was also published by THQ. They've done some pretty cool stuff over the years, so let's see how these 2 companies got on. Okay, so the game starts out with an awkward cutscene showing the protagonists already inside the game with the virus threatening them. Shaggy and Scooby try to sneak away, despite being stuck in a room with no way out. Yeah, good luck with that. Come to think of it, where did Fred and Daphne disappear to? They're supposed to be stuck in the game too, that was the whole point of playing it, to get out! There are 7 areas which don't exactly mirror the film, but whatever, we'll gloss over that. And each area is split into 3 levels, 2 ordinary levels and 1 boss battle. This gives a total of 21 levels. Anyway, we're in classic Japan for the first level. Yeah, with all due respect guys, I don't really care. Okay, thanks. Right, let's go! Oh, someone wants me again. Yeah, thanks Shaggy. I will save some for you. Right, okay. Damn it, Velma, what now? Okay, cool, I got it. Can I just play the level, please, now? Because if that thing goes off again, I swear to God... Daphne! What the fuck do you want? Seriously, leave me alone! Seriously, it's not as bad throughout the rest of the game, but you can barely take 2 steps in this first level without someone wanting your attention. Luckily, you don't have to answer them, but it's still annoying to hear your communication thing go off constantly. Throughout Japan, you fight ninjas, sumo wrestlers, karate guys, bad depth perception. In fact, that last one becomes an enemy for the entire game. I'll refer you to a future level, Egypt. There is a 1-up life hanging in midair, and I cannot for the life of me find out where or how to get it. Just get it, Scooby. Grab it. It's a free life. Fucking get it. Just fucking get it. Fucking get it! Okay, never mind. We'll try again in a minute, okay? Here we go. Get the life, Scooby. Get the life. Get the life, Oh, you're dead. Also, what's with the number 4 appearing on all these boxes? Is it to signify that this game was developed in 4 hours? Probably. Got deadlines to meet, you know? So you beat the second level, which is just a really long hallway, and you get to the first boss, which is some samurai guy? I has locked door. So you beat him, and it's on to the next set of levels, in ancient Rome. This time you're playing as Shaggy, and it's here you begin to realise how bad the jumping mechanic is too. Just watch this. Whee! Again, the bad jumping becomes a common occurrence in the game. This is so frustrating as you try to get across gaps, but your lack of control, coupled with the bad depth perception, often makes it very difficult. The Rome levels are exactly the same as Japan in many ways. First level outside, second level is a long hallway, and the final boss battle in the arena. This time you're up against a lion, but he has some undead helpers throwing spears at you between his turns. They're annoyingly accurate too. This fight actually took me a few attempts because they kept hitting me. That is their job, I guess, so well done guys, 10 out of 10 for that, good effort. Next up is the Arctic, and oh my god, look at the cute baby polar bears, they're so damn adorable! Look at how they roll over and do a little dance, oh, they're so cute. Making them cute as hell actually worked in the game's favour, as I consciously decided not to throw pies at them. I genuinely didn't want to hurt the little furballs at all, so I just avoided them and went round as best I could. This level's actually quite fun, especially when you start sliding about uncontrollably. The Arctic's second level, however, is the first real showing of gameplay variety as you ride a sled down a flume. I wonder what the enemies for this level are. Penguins? Fucking penguins? In the Arctic? Now, I don't know about you, but I learned about penguins when I was 7 years old, and since then I've known that there are no penguins in the fucking Arctic. Get a map, guys! Where are you going, Shaggy? Is it away from here? Yeah, take me with you, please. Okay, so after the flume we get the Arctic boss battle, which is the virus riding a polar bear. This fight is hard as balls as you try to avoid a spinning bear which follows you everywhere whilst you just slide around uncontrollably, and he doesn't get dizzy for a very, very long time. It was also during this battle that I started to have some issues with the aiming. Unless you're aiming dead ahead of you, this aiming marker sucks. It gives you no clue as to where you're actually aiming, and sometimes just doesn't let you aim where you want to at all, full stop. I had aiming issues aplenty during the whole game, but it was particularly annoying for this battle. After the Arctic, it's dinosaurs, or the prehistoric forest as it's called on here. Not much to say here, just dinosaurs. We all know dinosaurs. Dinosaurs in the forest. Cool. Triceratops out of nowhere! Huh. A rickety bridge with loose and missing planks. That seems familiar. So after all the dinosaurs, you get to the boss battle, and your enemy this time is... Barney. Barney the purple dinosaur is my boss fight. Barney complete with a serious sore throat. Here man, take some Calpol and go have a lie down. Rest up mate, you seem a little irritable if you don't mind me saying. Oh shit, he does mind! After defeating Barney, you go to a completely different environment. We're hitting the town at night on our skateboard. Oh yeah, we're going all out this time, lads. Now I've got barrels rolling towards me. I swear some of this seems familiar.
Get out of my way.
Oh Jesus, watch it! The blonde 10-year-old kid is out on the lash and he's ready to take you down! There's a life here above these geezer manhole covers, and it's another example of the bad depth perception and jumping. I can see it hovering there when I run on, but I cannot for the life of me figure out how to get it. Also, the music on this level is great. It sounds very... ska. Love a bit of ska, man. You guys alright? Not having fits, are you? I'm not medically trained, so I hope not. The city levels repeat the theme from earlier, with the first level being outdoors and the second being a long corridor. You meet the virus here briefly. He just fires some bolts at you and then leaves again. After navigating the cameras, conveyor belts and security guards, you come to the boss battle, which is just some weird robot with a hammer. The battle's actually a bit harder than it looks though, as the conveyor belt changes direction at random moments and never stops moving, making the already difficult aiming even harder. Ancient Egypt is your next destination, and much of it is actually platforming. Unfortunately, this means the bad jumping and depth perception really stand out here, and I had a torrid time during these levels. These killer moving walls, again, ringing bells. The boss battle here isn't even a boss battle, it's just a bunch of mummies that you throw off the edge until the virus's wall breaks and you hit him. But again, it's harder than you think. After this we have the final levels, an amusement park. And God knows what shit went down here, because this place is fucked up now. I mean really fucked up. In the first level we got clowns throwing juggling balls at you, but these juggling balls in the shape of diamonds, okay. Massive rabbits are using their carrots as weapons, ghosts are there, and vampires which become bats which always hit you no matter what you do. The second level is more of the same really, with some added elements such as a couple of mazes and big plant enemies which make weird noises like someone was snoring loudly in a tunnel. Oh hey Robin Hood, I didn't realise your merry men were construction site workers. Whoa mate, looks like you've got a rogue arm having a spasm there. You might want to get that checked out by a doctor or something. So you make it to the end of the castle on level 2, and finally it's time for the final level. Against the Phantom Virus. Whoa, what did I eat for lunch? This level is trippy. It's also the hardest thing in the whole goddamn world. You have to be perfect when you time your jumps to avoid him, particularly with his first attack. The initial figure 8 motion is easy enough to avoid, but despite the backflip warning, I could almost never avoid the actual attack when it came in. I died so many times attempting this. In fact, despite having the game since I was a kid, I only completed it for the first time on New Year's night 1 year ago. I felt such a sense of achievement, and I felt the same this time around when I finally got him. It took a lot of deaths though. R.I.P. previous Scoobies. You'll always be remembered. So impressions of the game overall, well, it's not awful, but I struggle to call it good either. There's a good variety of levels and enemies, even if many of them do a similar thing to one another. The whole game could be seen as the missing part of the film where the gang montage their way through the game, though the dinosaur level on here goes against what we saw in the film. Despite the variety, the core gameplay has its moments, but it's ultimately frustrating, as you fall victim to annoying jumping mechanics, bad depth perception and awful aiming. The music and graphics are okay and the acting's alright too. The final level is far too difficult though, especially seeing as this is aimed at children, and the lack of different difficulty settings is a setback too. Overall, the game gets a 5 out of 10 from me. It's a mix of enjoyable and frustrating, but the bad kind of frustrating, and it lets the whole game down for me. Wait a minute. The rickety bridge, the random barrels, the killer walls, and the big plant enemy, I know where it's all from! The whole game is just a Crash Bandicoot ripoff, but worse. But maybe that's what the 4 on the boxes in Japan signified. See, this came out in North America on October 1st, 2001, and The Wrath of Cortex was released less than a month later, on October 29th, 2001. That's what this whole game was. A reminder that the 4th Crash Bandicoot game was about to come out. Holy shit. There's only one thing to do now. Hey, you're still here! Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, please click that subscribe button, and also follow me on Twitter, although having said that, I don't actually tweet on that account that much, so it doesn't really matter if you don't, it's not essential. If you do want to stick around, however, I've got a couple of videos for you right here. On your left, you will see a montage of Skyrim photos, because quite frankly, I am a tourist there. Such a beautiful place, so I decided to take all my best photos and put them all in that montage. So, enjoy that. Secondly, or alternatively, on your right, there is a video all about the PlayStation 1 classic that is Spider-Man. So if you want to check that out as well, there it is. Again, thank you for watching, please subscribe, and I'll see you next time.